that presentation. We would now be starting off with our felicitation ceremony for the evening. To give you a brief about the award ceremony that we are organizing this today, we at Digital Learning Magazine had ranked some of the best schools across the country in our December edition of the magazine. And we had also done a B-School special issue in the month of January, where we recognized the work done by the B-Schools across the country and also highlighted some upcoming institutions who are doing some commendable job in various cities across the country. And we've gathered here to felicitate them. And thirdly, we also had nominations invitations for the Higher Education Knowledge Exchange Forum from engineering colleges who have done some innovative products in various engineering fields. And we are awarding 2 of the best projects which have come in through the nominations. For that, we have the distinguished presence of Mr. Naresh Thakral, the Secretary, Rajasthan Public Service Commission, among us. We would request everybody to please give a round of applause, and I will invite him on the stage. Sir, please join us on the stage. I would request my colleague, Mr. Kartik Sharma, to honor our chief guest. Sir, could you please have a seat?
Thank you very much, Seemaji. We are very glad and we welcome him, and from his very busy schedule, he made it for us and joining us in the award ceremony. Although he is here to felicitate the achievers in education field, but I should not forget to mention that he himself is doing a lot of initiatives in education sector. In Rajasthan Public Service Commission, if you talk in terms of e-governance and IT initiatives, he is doing a lot of work and getting a lot of awards also nationally for the initiatives in terms of IT and in terms of security, if I'm not wrong. And there are many other initiatives, positive things what RPSC is doing, and we are very glad that sir is here joining us, and I again request all of you to please have a round of applause for Mr. With this, today we are also felicitating a personality who has done tremendous work in not only in terms of education but also in terms of journalism and mass communication. Today we will felicitate Professor Rajan Mahan, who is Director of Electronic Media in Haridev Joshi University of Journalism and Mass Communication. He is also a Chairman of Board of Studies. Round of applause for Dr. Rajan Mahan, please. And before inviting him on stage, I just introduce a little bit about Mr. Mahan's achievements. He has been an eminent television journalist of the country. Professor Mahan has headed India's premier news channel NDTV in Rajasthan for nearly 2 decades. He is currently the academic director at Rajasthan's only university dedicated to journalism and mass communication, namely the Haridev Joshi University of Journalism and Mass Communication, where he heads the Department of Electronic Media and also the Board of Studies of the university. As resident editor of NDTV in Rajasthan, Professor Mahan reported extensively on issues impacting the state, ranging from the politico-economic in the state and the socio-ecological havoc of repeated droughts to the development's needs of marginalized in the state. He provided insightful reports on all major themes concerning Rajasthan. Besides regular reports and numerous special programs and documentaries, Dr. Mahan was a regular anchor for the prime time show nationwide on Star News for so many years. As an academician, Professor Mahan has research and teaching experience at colleges and university levels for over 10 years. He has also attended and he has also edited and authored 4 books, including his doctoral thesis on women and Indian National Congress from 1921 to 1931. He has also published a dozen of research articles and edited books and academic journals in India and abroad. He has also attended and contributed to a large number of national and international seminars, workshops on media concerns and trends, and socio-economic issues affecting contemporary India, economic issues and also specifically economic issues affecting contemporary India. So with a round of applause, I would like to invite Mr. Rajan Mahan on stage, and I request Secretary RPSE to please felicitate Mr. Mahan for all his achievements from the last 2 decades.
When I met you, so soon.
I will also request Mr. Mahan to please join us on stage. And we also have a representative from Government of Rajasthan here today with us. And to continue with it, I introduce you to Mrs. Shaila Mahan. She is Assistant Director of College Education in Government of Rajasthan. So we have a pleasure of having ma'am here. I invite ma'am on stage and I request RPSE Secretary Sir to please felicitate ma'am. Ma'am, please, a round of applause for ma'am Shaila Mahan. Thank you, ma'am. I request you to please join us. So, ma'am, not a family issue because you are a representative of Government of Rajasthan here in the award ceremony. So, it is actually a pleasure to have you here. So, to continue with the award ceremony, as Seema ji already introduced you about these awards and also the felicitation of the people who are mentioned in the ranking of Digital Learning magazine. So before I start for the award ceremony, I request my team to give me the slide changer. Okay. Once we get the presentation ready for the awards. Do we have a presentation also to put up on screen? Is for KIET group of institutions for their project Aranya the Eco Drive. I invite winners on stage, please. Eminent guests, so please come forward to felicitate our winners, please. Thank you, sir. I will request you to please tell us about this initiative.
This project actually done by the third year students of mechanical engineering. They have developed a car which is driven by battery or by paddling, and this car was designed and fabricated by the student here, and then in that competition, that Baha competition in the Chandigarh, it got a best car award of 1 lakh rupees, and there are almost I think 80 colleges including NIT and IIT came over there. Number one, it is it is eco-friendly, there is no emissions, it can take the speed around 40 kilometers per hour, and the maneuverability and everything everything done that. Every designing from engine to except of course the engine of course purchased, otherwise everything is part done by the students in the labs in the college.
Thank you, sir. So before we move on to the next award, I'll request our guests to please come forward, all three of you, to please honor our winners. So the next award is for SAL Institute of Technology and Engineering Research, a solar car hybrid desert cooler. I request winners to please come on stage. Can you please speak about your project?
Good evening. I am Professor H.R. Shah on behalf of SAL Institute of Technology and Engineering Research, Dr. R.P. Vasani, who is the director. Our college is affiliated to Gujarat Technological University. Gujarat Technological University has a policy of two types of projects in the final year, that is UDP and IDP. UDP means user friendly projects and IDP means industrial defined projects. Our final year mechanical engineering students group of 5 students who opted for this hybrid car. Hybrid car means it is being driven by battery and the battery is being charged by a solar panel, and it was successfully fabricated in our own workshop. Of course, the engine was being used of some scrap car and it operated very well. Today that car is being used for internal transportation in our campus itself. Hybrid desert cooler is being used to have a cooling in the room using the refrigerated gas system. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And after the awards, before we move on to felicitation of top B schools and school, I request Honorable Secretary RPSC to please address the audience.
Good evening, everybody. It's my privilege and pleasure to be here to interact with all learned and distinguished fraternity. I thank you. I wish to convey my thanks to Mr. Karthik for inviting me and to give me this opportunity to interact with all of you. In India, we have more than 50% population having age less than 25 years. And this indicates that there is a large scope for higher education in coming future. It is expected that by 220 there will be increase in by 50% in enrollment in higher education. So we have to increase our infrastructure of education accordingly. We have to plan, and for this purpose government need equal participation from private sector also. As I know, around more than 650 universities are presently there, out of which more than 200 private universities and more than around 300 state or public universities. In private university, what I can see, there is a focus on infrastructure only, on facilities like jo dikhta hai so dikhta hai. So they focus on selling lifestyle, prestige, status. I think there is a need to focus on faculty also, one issue. Second, what I feel that we need to program our curriculum and courses as per industry needs. Presently, our Honorable PM has announced Make in India program and skill development program, which indicates the need of vocational courses in universities. So we need to look to that aspect also. Presently we have a customized courses only, not tailor-made courses as per requirement of students, as per their needs, as per their choice. We should give them opportunity to select the optional electives also. And another issue is affordability. During the day you might have many valuable and brainstorming suggestions and discussions. Although there is increase in capacity of this middle class for this higher education, but still there is a need for poor section for this. There we need to focus on affordable courses, affordable structure also, and for this we can use this technology. This internet, this information technology, you need not a big infrastructure. If you use this facility for this purpose, so we can have the solution for this. And I wish all of you, the winner, a very good congratulations, and thank you for inviting me.
Very important points, affordability of education, which actually government is really taking up, and we hope that private universities also look at this matter. And also the motive of the education, the focus on lifestyle and the hi-fi life is more in private sector, which is improving and can be improved in the near future. So with that, now because we are moving to the felicitation of top B schools, in business schools, media communications, media studies, mass communication, it is a very, and media management especially, is a very important issue and very important course, and it has a lot of scope of employability also. So in very short, I will invite Mr. Mahan to just please tell us about how this media communication is very important in terms of now education in India. If you can please come on the podium and talk from here. A round of applause for Mr. Mahan.
Friends, this is a bit of a surprise. Now I'm particularly adept at sharing some brilliant insights into all this. But I think in democracies, the media and our constant interaction and exchange with the media is a crucial way in which we can try and reach out to our potential students, to the parents, the teachers, the larger society who get connected with our educational institution. And if we wish to inform them adequately of the courses that we have, of the kinds of faculty that we have, I think some kind of communication, some kind of interaction, some kind of a relationship with the media is something that is required for every institution of higher learning. I think, I've been to many places, both first as a journalist and these days as a teacher, where I very often am struck by the fact that people in higher academia have all kinds of complaints with the media, and they say media is simply not interested, they just don't take our issues, हमको तो कोई जगह ही नहीं देते हैं अखबार में, अपने टेलीविजन चैनल के अंदर हम इतना अच्छा इनोवेटिव प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं, हमने ये टाई अप कर लिया, etc, etc, etc. The list of complaints from higher education is an endless and a long one. I think where we in India need to learn from is that very often our courses are a bit divorced from social reality. if we were to, as institutions of higher learning, also realize that we have a social responsibility towards the people that we are serving through our students, through our courses, then we do need to connect, not just in terms of all these academic programs that we have. We also need to take up projects of social value. Let me share with you just one example which comes readily to my mind and with which I was a little familiar. Harvard University, for instance, is doing an extremely valuable course, or a campaign actually, on drinking and driving. They're connecting with a large number of youth groups. They're connecting with a large number of neighborhoods which are located in their area. And through that, they don't need to then go to any media house. They don't need to manage a media house. They don't need to invite a newspaper or a television channel to come and cover their issues. They are taking up campaigns which connect with the society in which they are located, and by providing the kinds of campaigns, the kinds of courses, and sensitizing their students first, and through students, the kinds of campaigns, the larger society. I think if our educational institutions, especially of higher learning, were to stop remaining a little divorced from social reality, were to try and link themselves and their courses far more with the social reality that surrounds them, I think all these complaints and all these needs for media management would probably disappear. So what we need to do is introspect about the kind of work we are doing in higher education and make ourselves a little more socially useful. We should not look at students merely as consumers or clients. I'm very often struck by the kind of language. When I go to some of these private institutions, I'm actually struck. And I recently was looking at a number of brochures of private institutions in Rajasthan, because we're going through this massive crisis that I mentioned earlier also, about an institution, actually a university based in Jodhpur, which has been providing all kinds of fake degrees and fake certificates, and people not even coming and getting degrees. And what one realizes is that very often education is becoming merely an instrument for making a fast buck. If our institutions of higher learning could actually be far more oriented towards providing socially valuable services, towards teaching solid ethics to our students, and all that will come only through transparency and accountability in our actions. So I think if we were to do all of that, then the media would automatically get managed. You would have no bad press, because you would be transparent and you would be open and you would be accountable to any kind of scrutiny, whether of the society or of the media or of your student community. So anything and everything would be easily available. You would be more than happy to be open to whatever society was offering to you. So if we were to adopt that as an ethic for ourselves, I think a lot of our problems would get resolved. But yes, they said about media and its relationship with higher academics. I think higher academics needs to have a more vibrant relationship, and that can come through only when we design our courses, we design our campaigns in such a way that we get connected more and more and more with our local communities. That will be the central way through which we can move forward and make our courses, make our contributions far more valuable to our societies. Thank you for this.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mahan. And I'm giving you a lot of surprises and also asking you again to sit down and get up. I'm very sorry for that. But the last time I'll ask you to please come forward and we just wrap up with more felicitations. So now these will be the felicitations for top B schools, and then it will be followed by the top schools. We have done a ranking. And these rankings are there in our magazine, Digital Learning Magazine, and you can read about the achievements of these institutions there. So, magazines are, as you know, available at the reception also. So, to start with the felicitation of these top achievers these B schools, I firstly invite International Institute of Special Education to please come up and receive the award. Thank you very much. Congratulations to the winners. And the next felicitation is of Taxila Business School. I invite Taxila Business School to please come on stage. Do we have somebody from Taxila Business School here? Okay, the next felicitation is of Isaac University. Isaac University, we have ranked among the top B schools in the Digital Learning magazine. Okay, now we move on to the next B school, Quantum School of Business. I invite the winner on stage, and please a round of applause for our winners. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And then the next B school is Chaitanya Postgraduate College. A round of applause for Chaitanya Postgraduate College. Congratulations, sir. And the next award is for Holy Mary Business School. Holy Mary Business School. A round of applause, please, to boost the morale of the winners. Do we have the winners here? Okay. And the next award is for International School of Business Management, Suresh, Gyan Vihar University. Thank you very much, ma'am. Many congratulations. The next felicitation is of Baba Farid Institute of Management and Technology. Do we have the winners here? Thank you. Congratulations. The next B school is Indian Institute of Finance. I think the winners are not here. And then the last B school which will be felicitated here is School of Management, Krishna Institute of Engineering and Technology. I invite the winners on stage, please. Let us have a round of applause for this B school. I am calling them winners because being ranked as top B school is a winning, award-winning achievement. Thank you very much. Many congratulations. Now we are moving on to felicitation of top schools, and it was also a digital learning special issue on top schools of India, as you can see on the screen. And these schools these are some of the schools which were ranked. Some of those schools which were ranked as top schools. So first school is Delhi Public School, Jaipur. Thank you, ma'am. Congratulations. The next school is Maharani Gayatri Devi Girls School, Jaipur. Do we have the winners on stage? The next school is Tagore International School, Jaipur. A round of applause for the Achiever School. The next award is for the next mention. Do we have the winners on stage? A round of applause for the winner. Okay, I just named it wrongly. It's Calorex. Maybe I was so fond of. Sorry, sir. Sorry for naming it wrongly. It's Calorex Public School, Jaipur. The next school is Cambridge Court High School, Jaipur. Cambridge Court High School, Jaipur. Do we have the winners? Okay. And the last school, which will be felicitated here as one of the top schools in India, is Alwar Public School. May we have the winners on stage, please? Alwar Public School. A round of applause for the last institution being felicitated here at the Higher Education Knowledge Exchange 2015. With that, I invite all the institutions who have bagged felicitation and awards to please join on stage for a group photo with our chief guest and the eminent. I think we'll have to shift it to left, a little bit to left. Thank you very much to our chief guest, Honorable